I plan to spend the entire month of June exposing a lot of the lies and a lot of the inconsistencies and a lot of the hypocrisy within the LGBT community.
He's unbothered.
What's up, everybody? Rivera here, the absolute best LGBTQ comedian in the world. Before we get started, I'm just going to ask that you like, comment, and subscribe. If you want to comment and you don't know what to comment, just leave a knife because they're really going to come after my neck for this one. So it's the first day of Pride Month and people have had it with the LGBTQ community, and I can't blame them. It's going to be real hard for the LGBTQ community to gaslight us all into believing that they're proud of what they are after they spent the last 11 months continuously trying to make it seem like everything has been a victimization and people are homophobic, transphobic. People hate the LGBT community according to the LGBT activists. But if people are tired of the LGBT community, it's just because people have gotten tired of hearing from the LGBT community. Everything can't be about the LGBT community all the time, which is what it's really turned into. There's never anything that the LGBT community can just concede to and say, okay, we understand what you're saying on this one. We'll go ahead and let this one go. No, everything's got to be an all or nothing, balls to the wall situation with the LGBT community. And at this point, people have decided we're going to go ahead and go balls to the wall with you. If that's what you're going to do, try to back us into a corner and try to make it so we don't have any other options, I guess we have no choice but to fight fire with fire. And the people that are making all these problems aren't even technically people from within our community. These are people that have just decided to slap the title of LGBT on themselves because they're maybe non-binary or don't feel like they belong to the gender that they were born in, but they don't feel like the opposite gender either. They just feel like they're something different. Well, that doesn't just mean suddenly you're a part of our community, and we as LGBT need to be more discerning in who we allow in and who we don't allow in. That's why I say when people are tired of us, people deserve to be tired of us. We need this lesson right now. And if people within the community don't want to get it, if people don't want to understand it, I guess this is the ass whooping you deserve. Because if you haven't noticed, we are losing all support from people that are outside of our community. When even people in the community are getting tired of you, you have to stop and take stock and be like, are we going wrong here? Are we taking the wrong course of action here? It can't just be about let's blame the outside world and make it seem like they're wrong. And we've got some big stuff that's coming up right here at the beginning of the month. They just canceled a drag show, a family-friendly drag show that was supposed to happen at Nellis Air Force Base in Nevada, right outside Las Vegas. If you're not familiar with Nellis, well, it's basically Vegas, just far north Vegas. I once dated a guy that was at Nellis. That's neither here nor there. Anyway, Coco Montrese from RuPaul's Drag Race was supposed to be a performer on the family-friendly show at Nellis Air Force Base, and they got a message from the higher-ups that let them know that that is not a proper use of Department of Defense funds. They had to either cancel the show or move it off of the base, and that's not a good thing because apparently they've been having that event since 2021, and now all of a sudden it gets canceled. Why do you think that is? Because we have overstepped, because we were not honest in the way that we've been dealing with the mainstream. Some people in the LGBT community have decided that they're going to go after the kids, and we've been saying from the beginning, we are not after your kids, straight people. And now LGBT activists have said, yes, we are going for the kids. And I'm not saying that they're going for the kids in a actually predatory way. But when it comes to the stuff that's happening with encouraging kids to transition and trying to make kids think that maybe they're not sure of what their gender is, that's not supposed to be happening. And I don't care if anybody gets mad at me. I'm saying it with my full chest. We should be leaving the kids alone. Let the kids figure it out on their own. There is enough influence right now and enough LGBT representation in the media and in high visibility positions that if kids are leaning that way, they're going to see that and know that that's an option. That wasn't an option when I was younger at all, and there were people that still knew that that's what they were. So I plan to spend the entire month of June exposing a lot of the lies and a lot of the inconsistencies and a lot of the hypocrisy within the LGBT community and how they deserve a lot of what's happening right now. I hate to be the one to say it. I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but if we're really proud of what we are, we're going about it the wrong way, and it's not reading as what I would consider to be pride. Constantly getting your feelings feelings hurt is not pride. Constantly looking to blame people for respecting you as exactly what you are and trying to make people believe that you're something other than what you are. Trans women are women. Trans women are trans women. And if you were so proud of being a trans woman, you would be fine with the fact that being a trans woman is being a trans woman and being a woman is being a woman. There would be no dispute there. You wouldn't be trying to deny that. You wouldn't be trying to argue it. You wouldn't be trying to fight it. You wouldn't be calling it a phobia. People are respecting you as exactly what it is you are. People are more willing to accept you than you are willing to accept yourself. You say you don't want trans people to be erased. You're the only one trying to erase trans people. You're trying to say trans women don't exist. Trans women are just women. We're trying to say we're not going to erase the trans part of your experience. That's an important part of your experience. Trans women are trans women. Women are women. Leave it alone. Leave it at that. Stop trying to compete with women in sports. There's a case that's happening right now in Connecticut. A girl by the name of Chelsea Mitchell is suing. Apparently it's been going on for 3 years, but more and more women are stepping forward in sports and just saying it's not fair. We're being blown out of the water and our records are being shattered by biological men, and it's not fair. It's literally not a fair race. Just calling it a phobia isn't going to be good enough. Comparing it to the struggle of people of color, that's not going to work. It's just not the same. Why is it that we're not allowed to joke about trans people, but we're allowed to joke about everybody else? Black, Mexican, Native American, white people for sure, Asian, gay, lesbian, bisexual. Everybody else is on the table. But then you get to trans and skirt, put on the brakes. Can't joke about trans people. Why is that? Why is it trans people are the sacred cow? And you know the worst part about all of this? Everything was going so well for the entire community. We were all making strides forward. We were all getting ahead. And then a bunch of radical trans activists decide to be unbendable in any way, and you pissed everything away. And more specifically, you pissed everything away in the wrong bathroom. So enjoy all of the rights getting rolled back. What's happening in Uganda right now, you think that what's happening in the United States has absolutely no bearing on what's happening in Uganda? You think people in other countries where they're already against LGBT are at all inspired by what they're seeing in the United States and what this has metastasized into? So I really think the LGBT community should maybe lay off of the parades this month. I know they're not going to, so this is obviously rhetorical, but I really do feel like the LGBT community needs to go ahead and lay off the parades this month, lay off the partying, and really think about what it is we're doing and how it is that we've hurt our own causes and how it is we've set the movement back. Stop looking to the outside world and being like, how are you guys doing us wrong? Instead, how are we doing ourselves wrong? Let's go ahead and look at that, because things are only going to get worse from here. And like I've already said several times, I cannot say it enough, it is on us. We're the ones that made this happen. So enjoy your Pride Month and enjoy pretending your feelings are hurt by everything everybody's saying about you, when really, if you had any pride at all, you would understand that what people say about you does not matter. Once I owned who I am, once I came out of the closet and actually said, this is who I am, this is who I'm going to be, this is the path I'm taking, I no longer cared what anybody else thought about me. And that's what real pride is. So maybe find yourself in that position and then have a parade. Because right now, there's really nothing to celebrate. Anyway, this has been Rivera, the absolute best LGBTQ comedian in the world.